Hi everyone, my name is Goodie Okechukwu. I'm the founder of the hashtag Protect Accent campaign. The hashtag Protect Accent campaign is focused on intentionally addressing and redressing the imbalances that exist in the way different accents are perceived in the work environment and the broader society. I want to take a few minutes to talk to you about why it is important to respect all accents. Accent discrimination is steeped in racism and classism, and it has devastating and far-reaching impact. What do we understand by accent? So accent, linguistically speaking, is directly related to phonics, which is speech sounds, the way we pronounce words, the way we sound when we are talking, even in our language or in any foreign language. Why is it then that we are spotlighting the impact of accent discrimination in the workspace? Evidence shows us that accents are perceived differently in the workspace and in the broader society based on the hierarchy of that particular accent in the society. So there is a societal scale for how accents are perceived. Based on your accent, you can be classed as intelligent or unintelligent. Further than that, accent has devastating and wide-reaching impact. Based on how you sound, you may be excluded from life opportunities. You may or may not gain an employment. And even when you've scaled all the hurdles and manage to get a job, your accent again can be used to determine how fast you progress in your career, or even if you progress at all. We have had cases of people who have been told to lose their accent to fit a specific environment. Accent-focused discrimination can have an impact on individuals' health and general well-being. Why do we think that it is important to respect accents wherever we find them? Before we go into that, I'd like to explore why we discriminate against accents that sound differently to us. All of us have an accent. Everybody has an accent. But most people don't realize this because they live in the area where their accent is the predominant accent. So why do we discriminate against accents that don't sound familiar to us? To explain this, I'm going to give a very brief analogy. Communication involves the speaker, the channel of communication, and the listener. Assuming you find yourself in a communication and somebody is giving you a piece of information in an accent that is not familiar to you, the first thing that happens is that your mind puts up a filter based on your internal representations. Our internal representations are the things that we have normalized, the things that in our mind are the norms. And our internal representations are informed by our values. Our values are in turn informed by things like family structure, school, religion, gender. Any of these areas can inform our values, which then inform our internal representations. So you have the speaker speaking to you, and your mind puts up a filter to receive this, to filter this information before it is internalized and fully processed. If we don't put that in check, what happens is that we start comparing the bit of information we're hearing from a different accent to what we hold internally as our representations. And this can lead to the deletion, distortion, and generalization of a piece of information, creating a breach in communication. Another thing that happens is that once those filters are up and you cannot align with the information based on how the individual is sounding, the shutters come down, and whatever the individual says from that point onwards bounces off the wall, creating a breach in communication. And that is why some people say that accent discrimination is unconscious bias, or rather, accent bias is unconscious bias. But these internal representations are not fixed. They evolve depending on what we do to shift our mindsets.